Okay, hello students. Today we are going to learn about the Kernoff map or K-map. We continue. This is the third video of the K-map. If you have not viewed the previous videos, please see the previous videos, then come back to this video. Okay. Okay, in the previous classes we have seen that we can represent any Boolean expression in terms of numbers. When we represent a Boolean expression in terms of numbers, then it is called the cardinal form of that Boolean expression. So here you can see that a Boolean expression is given f is equal to x dot y dot z plus x dot y bar dot z plus x dot y bar dot z bar. So we are going to draw the K-map for the given expression, right? Okay, we know that when a variable is in the normal form, we can say in the case of SOP, so it is of course it is in the form of sum of product terms. So each product term, we have three product terms here: x, y, z, x, y bar, z, then x, y bar, z bar, right? Three product terms are there. Okay, so in the case of sum of products, or in the case of min term, x means the value of the variable is 1. X bar means value is 0. So when we consider the first term x, y, z, so when we say x, y, z, which means that value of x is equal to 1, value of y is equal to 1, and value of z is equal to 1. So you can see I'm just putting the values of those x, y and z above the expression, right? In the second line you can see x dot y dot z, I am putting the values of x, y and z. So in the first term all the values are 1, and consider the second term, that is x dot y bar dot z. X means 1, y bar means 0, z means 1, so 1 0 1. Then third term is x dot y bar dot z bar, so which can be written as 1 0 0, right? Now in the next step you can see that I am writing, so we have seen the values of x, y and z. So in the first term we can write it as 1 1 1, which is equal to the binary equivalent of 7. Then 1 0 1, which is the binary equivalent of 5, and 1 0 0 is the binary equivalent of 4. So I am just writing the expression in the ascending form. That is why I am writing it as f is equal to sum of, or summation symbol I am using, sigma symbol I am using, so which means it is a summation symbol or the sum for representing the sum of products. So it is so we can say f is equal to sigma 4 5 7. Now suppose if you got an expression in cardinal form, it is very easy for you to mark the indexes, right? It is very easy for you to mark the indices, because here you can see that I am putting the value 1 in the 4, 5 and 7, those numbered cells. Suppose an expression is already given in the cardinal form, it will be very easy for you to mark the indices, right? So here you can see that I am putting a 1 on the cell marked as 4, and I am putting 1 on the cell marked as 5, and also I am putting 1 on the cell marked as 7, right? So this is quite easy, right? Okay, in the last example, or in the last problem, we have seen that there were three variables x, y and z. Here we are considering another example which is also in SOP form. This example contains four variables, that is a, b, c and d, right? Okay, similarly we are writing the binary values of each terms above the expression on the third line you can see that I am writing it as f is equal to 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 then 0 1 1 1. If you want I can give you the explanation, no problem. The first term you consider A B C D bar. A is 1, B is 1, C is 1, D is equal to D bar. So D bar is given, so it is, we can write it as 0. Now consider the second term, that is A dot B bar dot C dot D bar. When A is in the normal value or normal form, we can write it as the value as 1. B bar, so it is 0. C is 1. D is in the complement form, we have to put it as 0, right? Again, consider the third term. It is A, B, C bar, D bar. So A means 1, B means 1, C bar 0 and D bar 0. And last one it is 0, 1, 1, 1. Right? 0 and 3 ones. Because A bar is A bar. A bar means 0. B means 1. C means 1. And D also means 1. Now, consider those numbers. 1110 1110 which is equal to number 14 in the binary numbers. 1010 corresponding to the decimal 10, right? 1100 corresponding to the system corresponding to the number 12. Then 011 corresponding to number 7. So I have written like that is 14, 10, 12, 7. And then I am writing those numbers in the ascending order, right? Okay. So now we can see that we converted the given expression in the cardinal form. Okay, now we are going to create the K-map for the given expression. So we have found the equivalent cardinal form as f is equal to sigma 7, 10, 12, 14. Now see the K-map. I am writing it as, you can see the K-map here. I have put some values 1 on the selected cells, that is on 7, then 10, 12 and 14, right? So from the cardinal expression it will be very easy for you to mark those values. So we have the Boolean expression as f is equal to sigma 7, 10, 12, 14. So we marked or we put 1 in all the selected index positions. So we can see that I have put 1 on cell number 7, 1 on cell number 10 and 1 on cell number 12 and 1 on cell number 14, right? Okay. So we have seen the examples of SOAP form and its corresponding representation, K-map representation we have already seen. Now we are going to see the POS expressions and its corresponding K-map representation. So first we have an expression f is equal to x plus y plus z dot x plus y bar plus z dot x plus y bar plus z bar, right? Okay. So here you can see that the given expression in the product of sum terms. So we have 3 sum terms here, x plus y plus z, x plus y bar plus z, x plus y bar plus z bar, right? So we have 3 sum terms here. Now so x plus y plus z, actually it is the max terms. So in the case of max terms, any variable in the normal form means it is 0. So we can write x plus y plus z as 0, 0, 0, right? Then consider the second term. We have x plus y bar plus z. X is 0 when it is y bar in the y in the complement form, that is y bar is equal to 1, and z in the normal form, so it is 0. So next term is x plus y bar plus z bar. So we can write it as 0, 1, 1. right? So now again here you can see that the first term 0, 3 zeros are there, and second term 0 1 0, third term 0 1 1. So all these numbers 0 0 0, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, this is equivalent to the binary numbers binary equivalent, or the decimal equivalent of all these binary numbers are 0, 2 and 3. As it is the product of sum, so I am using the pi symbol. Okay, so it is a product term, I am using the pi for representing the product. So we can say we have found the cardinal form. We have found the cardinal form of the given expression, which is f is equal to pi of 0 to 3. Now here you can see I have drawn a K-map for the 3 variable. Of course there are 3 variables, right? X, y and z, right? You see the values, I am marking it as x bar, y plus z, y plus z bar, y bar plus z bar and y bar plus z. So of course you can see when it is the pose expression, we use the value 0 to represent, or we use the value 0 to mark the cells. So I am just putting zeros on the selected cells, that is 0. I'm putting a 0 on the cell numbered as 0, then I am putting a 0 on the cell numbered as 2, and I am also putting a 0 on the cell numbered as 3, right? So you can see that I am putting some value 0 on these 3 selected cells. Okay, so we have represented this 3 variable Boolean expression in K-map, right? Okay, now we have another expression, f is equal to a plus b plus c plus d bar dot a plus b bar plus c plus d bar dot a plus b plus c bar plus d bar dot a bar plus b plus c plus d, right? So we have the expression here on the third line. You can see that as it is the max terms, so product of sum means it contains max terms. That means product of sum terms. Sum term means it is the max terms. So when a variable or a Boolean value or a Boolean variable is in normal form, which is equal to 0, and complement form, which is equal to 1, right? So a plus b plus c plus d bar can be written as, I am writing those binary values above the expression 0 0 0 1 for the first term, and second term it is a plus b bar plus c plus d bar, so I can write it as 0 1 0 1. Then third term is a plus b c bar plus d bar, which is equal to 0 0 1 1, and last term it is a bar plus b plus c plus d, which is equal to 1 0 0 0. Okay, now I am writing the binary, I am writing the decimal values equal to the above mentioned binary values 0 0, 3 zeros and 1, which is equal to 1 in the decimal system, then 0 1 0, which is equal to 5 in the binary number, which is equal to 1 0 1 0 1, which is equal to 5 in the decimal system. Then we have 0 0 1 1, which is equal to the number 3 in the decimal system. Then we have the last one 1 0 0 0, which is equal to 8 in the decimal system. Then in the next line you can see that I am rearranging the values in the ascending form, that is, as it is the pose expression, we have to use the symbol pi. So f is equal to pi of 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 8, right? So here what you can see, we were given with a Boolean expression in the pose form. We have written the, or we have prepared the cardinal form of the expression, and on the next page you can see that we can represent, once the expression is in the cardinal form, we can easily represent, or we can easily mark those index positions on the K-map, right? Okay, our given expression is f is equal to pi of 1358. Now look into the K-map. So I have marked the index positions and I have drawn the K-map for a 4 variable pose expression. Okay. Now you carefully observe the K-map. You can see that I am putting a value 0. As it is a pose form, we use the value 0 to fill the cells. So 0 I have put on the cell numbered 1, and I am also putting 0 on the cell numbered 3, and again on 0 on cell number 5 and 0 on cell number 8, right? So this way we can easily mark any expression, right? So this way, once we got any expression in the cardinal form or even in the SOP form or POS form, it is very easy for us to mark those values on the K-map, right? Okay, dear students, that's the end of today's class. It is very necessary that you have to watch these videos. Please don't hesitate to see the videos, right? Once you started actively participating on these online classes, I can again start teaching you on WhatsApp, right? I'm just waiting for your feedback, right? Please respond, and if you have any doubts, don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, please contact me on my personal chat, okay, or you can call me. The number is with you, right? And I wish you a wonderful time ahead. Thank you.